Bonjour HM! Now for today's vlog, we will be having a educational vlog and it's all about the French language. So without further ado, I am your teaching coach for today, AJ, and this is the HM Insights. So my dear HM, like I said earlier, we will be talking about the French language, and our lesson for today is the definite and indefinite article of French. So on this blog, we will have an insights of what are the types of or what are the kinds of definite and indefinite article and what is its use and example. So without further ado, let's learn. So my dear HM, let's talk about the definite article. So the definite article is the. The. Yes, it is THE or the in English language. So we have four definite articles. So the first one is the li. The second one is L apostrophe. The third one is lu. And the last one is la. So let's start for the first one, which is the li. The first definite article is the word li. 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 Yes, that's right, my dear HM. That is the pronunciation of it in French. So, when we use this first article, so the first article was used when the certain word or certain word in French was in a plural form. So, let me give you some examples. The first one is the tables. Or in French, with the first definite article, it pronounced as les tables. Les tables. Okay. So the second example is the chairs. Or in French language with definite article, it pronounced as les chaises. Les chaises. Les chaises. So as you can see on that example words, it is on a plural form. So when you see that kind of word, the article that you should use is the first article or li. So my dear HM, the second definite article is the L apostrophe. Yes, the L apostrophe. It has no definite pronunciation in French, so it pronounced as L apostrophe. So when was this kind of definite article used? So this definite article was used when the first letter of a certain word in French is on a vowel letter. Yes, a vowel letter. So let me give you some example. So the first one is tree or arbre. Arbre. So in French word with a definite article, it pronounced as l'arbre. L'arbre. So as you can see, we use the L apostrophe at its first word. So the next word is, or the next example is l'hôpital. 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 Or in um, or in English word, it pronounced as the hospital. So maybe you can ask me why we use the definite article or the second definite article on the word hospital or l'hôpital but the first letter of it is letter H. So, for another or for additional knowledge, my dear HM, the letter H is considered as a vowel letter in French. So, if you heard the word hospital or hôpital, you can use the word or you can use the second definite article, the L apostrophe, and pronounce it as l'hôpital. The third definite article is the word le, le, le. Yes, my dear HM. And this definite article was mostly used by a masculine gender or a male. So, when we use this definite article was used when the last letter of a word is end up in any letters except letter E or E in French language. So, let's have some examples of it. The first example is le cinéma. Le cinéma or the cinema. Second example was le sac. Le sac. Or in English, it means the bag. So the last example was le bateau. Le bateau. Le bateau. Or in English, it means the um, the boat. Yes, the boat. So as you can see on that each word, the last letter of each word is in any letters except letter E. So that is a hint or clue when you can use this third definite article or the word le. The fourth and last definite article was the word la. 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 Yes, my dear HM, and this definite article was mostly used by a feminine gender or a female. So, when we use this kind of definite article, so this definite article was used when the last letter of a word was in E or letter E letter. So, let me give you some few examples. So, the first example is la tomate. La tomate. Or the tomato. So as you can see the where pronunciation there or the letter there. So the second example is la chaise. La chaise or the chair. And the last one is la table. La table. So you can hear also the letter or the letter E at the last letter of its word. So that is a hint for you to use this definite article which is the la. La. So my dear HM, we are done with the definite article. So now let's talk about the indefinite article in French. So the indefinite article is the word a or a in English language. So there are two indefinite article in French. The first one is a, a. And the second one is une. Yes, that's correct. But it is when the word is in a singular form. But if it is in a plural form, the word that you will use is the word the. Yes, that's correct. So, let's talk about first the first indefinite article. First indefinite article is the word a. A. Yes, my dear HM. And this indefinite articles comes from a masculine gender or a male word. So when we use this indefinite article, so this indefinite article was used when the end of a word is ends up in any letter except e or letter e. So let me give you some example of it. So the first example is a kiyahe, a kiyahe, or a coach. The next one is a tran, a tran, or a train. And the last example is a chariot, a chariot, or a chariot. So as you can see on that each word, you can observe that the end of each word is a consonant or a vowel letter, but except the letter e or e. So that is a hint for you to use this indefinite article or the word e. Let's talk about the second indefinite article, which is the un. Un. Yes, my dear HM. It comes from a feminine gender or a female. So when we use this kind of article, so the second indefinite article was used when the end of a word is end up with a or letter e. So let me give you some few examples. The first one is une table, une table, or a table. Second one is une kiahot, un kiahot, or a carrot. And the last one is une flûte, une flûte, or it means a recorder. So as you can see for in my examples, that few words is ends up with an or e letter. So it can be considered as a female indefinite article, but not at the all time, or not at all time. So it is the most crucial part of a female indefinite article. So sometimes a word that is not end up with an or letter e is also considered as a second indefinite article or the female indefinite article. So let me give you some few words or example, like une caméra, une caméra, or a camera. The next one is une télévision, une télévision, or a television. And the last one is une fleur, une fleur, which means a flower. So as you can see on that word, it's not end up in a or e word, but it is still considered as an indefinite article of a female. So be careful on using the indefinite article of a female to a certain word. My dear HM, the last and final indefinite article that we will be talking about is in plural form, or the word di. Di. That's right, my dear HM. So, this, like I said, this word is in plural form. So, the word that you will use on it is in a plural word. So, let me give you some few examples, like elephants, or in indefinite article, it pronounces as the xylophone. The xylophone. The second example is the kiach. the kiah. Or in English word, it means coaches. And the last example is the table. The table. Or in English, it means tables. So, on that plural form or plural indefinite article, you must use a plural word to considered as a indefinite article. So, that is your hint on this article. My dear HM, that's it. I hope you learned something about our lesson for today, all about the definite and indefinite article of French language. So, before I end up this video, I hope you like and share our video and be updated to our uploaded video on the next session. So, without further ado, goodbye, my dear HM.